Hey there, and welcome back. It's time once again for the golden age of DC Comics 365 days. This is a hardcover coffee table book. This is by Abrams Press, by Les Daniels, Chip Kidd, and Jeff Spear. It was published in 2004, and this is my book. This was gifted to me by one of my best friends almost 2 decades ago, and when this was a new release. And it's been on every single one of my coffee tables ever since. Um, it's always been a good excuse to have a conversation about comic books, so why not bring that power to my channel? So, we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. You can tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern to find out who and what we're talking about when we turn the page to tomorrow's thing. And my bookmark. And it's March 12th. And this one, and what is the golden age of DC Comics? That's 1938 to 1955. There's a silver age of comic books, and that begins in 1956. So let's get to this. This particular selection seems to be in the first page kind of thing. I don't. This is a splash page. It has the banner on the top of the page with the logo, let's put it that way, and the maker mark underneath it. Then the first panel is all text. It says synopsis. And the Black Pirate and a small band of men are in possession of a stockade on a... And then it cuts off, mid panel because the picture's cut off. We'll look at it in just a second. And then it looks like, and then there's two panels that are cut off halfway. So let's look at John Valor, The Black Pirate by Sheldon Moldoff. All right. This is our DC comic book of the golden age today. Yeah, see what I was talking about? Yes. Even now, the cutthroats swarm over the wall like so many ants. In the hand-to-hand fighting that followed, Ton Valor fights with the power of 10 men, cutting a bloody circle around him. Yes. John Valor. You remember to pay attention to the story you're reading, Sully. All right, here comes the blurb. It's March 12th. Art by Sheldon Moldoff from Action Comics number 30, November of 1940. The swashbuckling theme may have seemed like a bit of a throwback after superheroes had been introduced to comics, and The Black Pirate lasted for only 19 issues following his launch in 1940. The main attraction may have been the artwork, which was heavily influenced by Hollywood films. In fact, the great action star of the silver screen, Douglas Fairbanks, had made a movie called The Black Pirate in 1926, and this is clearly his portrayal. The artist seemed to be working from photographs, and on other occasions, the hero looked more like a later movie buccaneer, and on other occasions, the hero looked more like a late. And on the other occasions, the hero looked more like a later movie buccaneer, Errol Flynn. So that means, yes, his photorealism went from one popular actor to another. I'm thinking like Brian Hitch kind of stuff, the first photorealistic artist that popped in my mind was him. It was good too. Is Phil Noto. Phil Noto's awesome at faces, and especially yeah. So that's John Valor, the Black Pirate. There's just pirate magazines. superhero magazines, detective magazines, love stories too. They had romance stories. You know, back then they were called stories for girls, and yeah, or anyone that would like to read them. You never know. Might be over in World War II, you know, getting shelled. And the only comic book you have is Young Romance. Well, give me the damn comic book. I want to see home. You know, who knows? You know, so something like that. So, well, that's all we have for today. It's gonna be a quick one. Yeah, John Valor, the Black Pirate. There's I mean, when I think pirate comic books, my mind unfortunately goes to the Black Freighter and Alan Moore's The Watchmen. I mean, that was pretty much my first exposure to, you know, pirate books. You know, there are plenty of pirate comic books. You know, Alan Moore grew up in a day where there was pirate books like that. But yeah, the Black Freighter though. Oh my gosh, it's a horrific tale. I must have been 11 or 12 looking at that. It was fresh off the stands as well. It was I didn't buy Watchmen. I read them all. I didn't think I could buy them. I was like too young. But here I am, the second floor on Winter Street in Washington Street, Superhero Universe 3, this magnificent comic book shop of the early 80s. And I'm reading Watchmen, and I'm way too young. I mean, geez. Like when Rorschach walking in on his mother, turning the trick. Like geez, and the dog's head. And, you know, just like the Black Freighter. I mean, just that was just so. And then the obvious ironic twist, too. That's just like it's of the storytelling of its age, and the stories that were told back then. So, you know, the Black Freighter is obviously like some kind of golden age, you know, pastiche of the Tom Valor type of golden age comics that we found today on our day here in the 365. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you like talking about comic books as much as I do, you have tuned into the right channel in the right place and time. And feel free to contribute to the conversation in the comments. Leave a question, leave a comment. Yeah, let's talk comic books. This is like the old style comic book conversations we used to have in the comic book shops. And I can guarantee you, we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. We're going to do it. And tomorrow, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Tune in. Who and what do we have? Let's look. No. We're not going to peek. We're going to save that for later. And thank you so very much. Tuning in and like and subscribe. And yeah, I would love to earn your subscription. This is I'm having a lot of fun with these videos, and I hope you are too. I hope you're tuned in and be part of the conversation. Let's talk about comic books and our love of it. Isn't it fun? Thank you so very much. Cheers.